Hi, I'm Richard.
I'm Margot.
And this is Balboa Transitions, December 2017, Week 1.
Week 1.
Today we talked about ways to transition between Balboa and Charleston.
Yep. So we worked on one that was from Parabel into side-by-side Charleston. We did that one first. And
so it involved using the come around. We started with the feeling of a pop turn. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. So a regular pop turn looks like that, and instead of doing it rotational leads, we move that step forward on the pop. So we've got a 1, 2, 3. Sorry, let me make it so we can actually see. We'll start this way. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you'll notice that it's a 10-count move, so we end up with our footwork shifted. The Charleston is then backward on 3 instead of 1.
Yep. Follows. The cues for me are for a pop turn, because Richard wants to make me turn past his side. He makes a little bit more room so we get a little bit farther apart. When we're going to do this Charleston move instead, we stay much closer, so that's cue to me that maybe I'm not going to be turning. He's also got his arm up and locked under my elbow, so I know I'm not going to be doing an outside turn. And his kick through gives me a little bit of forward momentum and then back. So that's what the clear change is for me.
We also talked about a slightly faster version of that if you want to make it land on 1, which is a little bit more energetic. So if we start out here, and that's where you, on the kick through, you do a quick, and then rock step. So this is a 7, 8 if you're a counter. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and into Charleston.
Follows. This feels a little bit more like a fake out to me. We start to move forward, but I don't get to go very far before Richard redirects and leads our energy backwards. Yeah.
Okay. And then to get from side-by-side Charleston back into Bal, we just did the same kind of move that you would lead to transition between 40-style Charleston and 20-style Charleston, the yo-yo or the pop across.
Yep, and this was a follows version that we worked on tonight. So the follow moves to the front. 1,
2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and then you're right back into pure Bal. So we'll look at it from the side. So you've got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 basic, and 1, 2, 3, and follow, and
5,
leads get
6,
right
7,
in
8.
and seek that forward-facing connection.
Yep. We did not work on this tonight, but you can practice it at home. There is a version of the yo-yo where the lead moves to the follow, and you can try playing with that a little bit. That'll basically involve the lead coming around to the front to finish out the Charleston. So that I'd look like this.
It's a little bit more complicated to transition into Bal with this, because the footwork is, you have to do a fudge in order to be moving in the right direction.
Yeah, so something to play with a little bit at home. Okay, and then the other set that we worked on was a transition for hand-hand Charleston into Balboa.
And for this, we went into lollies, and then we did a follower's free spin. So normally if you're in this lolly position, one of the main exits for lollies is to do a kind of a throw-out free spin for the followers. So you have a collect back up. So we did, leaders, what we did is on that free spin for the followers, we gave it a little bit more energy so that the follower is turning a little bit down the line. And then we did a triple step forward to catch. So we've got our lollies and kick and step and kick and triple step catch.
Ooh. You said double spin.
No. So we've got this kick and step, kick and step, kick, triple step, step into our Charleston. Yeah, so let's show it from the other direction as well. So if we're doing our lollies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Triple step, 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 kick. Yeah.
Okay, and then to exit from that, we did a simple rock step and a pull through, and that's where the follows get a double spin.
Yeah, so, and this is very much like the around the world turn that's in a lot of hand-to-hand Charleston. So if you're doing hand-to-hand Charleston, one of the common exits from hand-to-hand Charleston is to do this around the world into like a mini dip. We use the same sort of feeling, but we allowed the follower to do, we changed it. Instead of being a linear down pass on this rock away, rock step, we lead a rotational turn so that the follower gets a lot of rotational energy in place. The leads turn once and then collect right back into Bal. So it looks like this. You've got this kick and kick, kick and kick, kick and rock away, step, step, slow, slow, step, step, gather, step.
One of the questions that came up in class was, how do you know if it's going to be a kick around kind of Charleston circle or this bow turn? One of the things that feels different to me as a follow is when Richard wants to do the bow version, it feels a little bit faster, and it's also, I want to say it's a little bit more on the same plane, but that's not really what I'm looking for. It feels like a faster turn to me because I'm being asked to do 2 turns. So that's probably my main cue. With that said, if you do a kick around style turn instead, you'll still be caught by your partner around 3 and you won't have an option. You'll have to put your foot down. So it'll work out eventually.
So let's dance all of it together. So we've got the basic 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, the slow one. And then the pop back across. And we also did the fast one. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 fast. Prop step. And then we also did this pop back across. And then the lollies. 3, 5, 6, lolly. 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 Triple step. Hand to hand. Hand to hand, hand to hand, around the world, step, step, slow, slow, step, step, gather, step.
Yep. And the most important thing from my perspective is leads. If you want your follow to turn and you want to end up in Charleston, make sure you give your partner the space to do it. If you try to make your partner turn while you're standing right next to them, they're not going to have any place to go. And also Charleston, right here, super uncomfortable. So aim for leaving a little bit more room. And it's your job to make this space because you've asked your follow to turn on the spot. So good luck.
That was it. And then
we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week where we start doing Balboa and Lindy transitions.